Hey Divas, in today's video we're going to discuss foundation. This is so important because your foundation is spread across your entire face, so you have to get it right. It's a hit or miss. And when choosing the perfect shade, it takes a lot of time. If you don't get the right shade on the first purchase and you notice that when you leave the makeup department, when you're leaving the store and you're at home, it's not the right color, it's okay. It takes time to find the perfect shade. So I'm going to just kind of talk about some different things to try to help you, with your shop for the perfect foundation. Now, when you're shopping for a foundation, consider these three things. Your skin type. There are four types of skin. There are four skin types, I'm sorry. And the first one is oily skin. And a lot of African American women are oily. That's basically when throughout the day, if you wash your face with a cleanser, and after washing your face, maybe an hour later, you're oily, you're experiencing shine in your face, then you probably got oily skin. The second type of skin is combination skin, and that is very common. And that's when you are oilier, especially in your T-zone. Your T-zone is your forehead, this area along your nose, and on down by your chin. So if you experience a lot of oil, especially in this area, and then you're a little drier in your cheeks, then you have combination skin. The third skin would be dry skin, and that's the opposite of oily. And that's when you experience maybe dry patches. You wash your face and your skin just feels like it's been taken, and like all the moisture has been just taken out of your skin, and it's tight feeling, and you have to really get you a good moisturizer if you have dry skin. I don't have dry skin, but I've experienced dry patches when using different medications that my dermatologist would give me, but I'm not, I still have oily skin, but I have experienced dry patches. So to think that to have dry skin, I would hate that, because I hate when I get those dry patches, so I wouldn't want to experience it on a day-to-day basis. The fourth type of skin, which is, you're so lucky Divas, if you have normal skin, and that's when you produce the right amount of oil. You're not too dry, you're not too oily, your T-zone is not jumping out with shininess and greasiness, you're perfect. So those are the four skin types. So when you're shopping for a foundation, if you have oily skin or hyperpigmented skin, get a cream or a stick foundation. They provide excellent coverage for your skin type. If you have dry skin, you want to look for a foundation that has a little bit of moisture in it. Maybe it's a moisturized foundation. You can use a foundation that provides extra moisture. Girls with oily skin, no, that's not good. Stay away from foundations that have the satin finishes in it. Those aren't good for you because they're going to provide even more oil and shine, and you don't want that. You want an oil-free foundation, okay? And I'm going to discuss that, I'm going to discuss the cons of having the wrong foundation, because I've had the wrong foundation plenty of times. Okay, and then if you have normal skin, then lucky you, girl. You can probably opt out of even wearing foundation and get a tinted moisturizer. But if you want to wear foundation, then you can get something sheer. The world is your playground. You can play around with a lot of things because you don't have to worry about getting something that's going to correct dryness or oiliness or combat that T-zone. So you have it pretty easy. Today I went to the mall looking for a new foundation, and I am going to talk about some foundations that I've worn in the past and the problems that I've had with them, and then at the end I'm going to discuss my newest foundation I'm actually wearing it now. So let's talk about my old foundations. I'm going to talk about four. I have four that I'm going to talk about. The first one that I got, I am in love with MAC. So 3 3 out of 4 of my foundations I'm going to talk about, they're MAC foundations. This one is MAC Mineralized Satin Finish SPF 15 foundation. Now, this foundation will be perfect for someone with normal skin or dry skin. Now, there's nothing wrong with having the SPF 15 in it, because everybody needs a little bit of sunblock. And regardless, if you think, even if you're African American, a lot of black girls, even myself, I don't wear sunblock. I just kind of always thought I didn't need it. It's not important, but we can get skin cancer too. So it's important that you use your SPF 15 all the time. So if you don't want to go out and buy a sunblock or something with SPF 15 in it, then get a foundation. So therefore, when you're applying your foundation, you're getting your daily dose of SPF 15. That's important, okay? This foundation, when I first tried it on in the store, I loved it. Like, it looks really good on me. But what was I thinking? Why did I get a foundation with satin finish? You guys, by the end of the day, when my natural oils kicked out, they were like shining through. Like, what was I thinking? It was horrible, you guys. I had the greasiest, shiniest face. And I continued to wear it. I mean, the bottle is almost empty. So I was being stubborn. I paid at least $30 for the foundation, so I continued to wear it. It was wrong for my skin type. If you have normal skin or dry skin, or maybe even if you have a combination skin where you're not intensely oily in that area, you can, you can work with this. Me, no. The next foundation that I used was by NARS. And this foundation is called Sedona Balance Foundation. Balance Foundation is good for people with normal skin as well. And this foundation actually wasn't bad as far as providing, it was good for my skin. It wasn't too oily or too greasy. The only flaw about this was the color. And like I said, choosing the right color is so important, because you don't want to have a foundation that's one color here and your neck and the rest of your body is a different color. Don't neglect the rest of your skin tone. It's important to get a color that's going to match up, especially with your neck area. Don't forget that part, okay? And this foundation was too red. It had too much red in it. And after talking to a lot of girls at the makeup counter, it's my favorite girl, Ashley. She works at Prescriptive. She told me that I needed something with more yellow undertones in it. So this was too red for me. So that's important too, getting a foundation that's going to match your skin tone. Okay, and the next foundation, the last foundation that I've been wearing, is just a MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15. And this foundation is not that bad. And it basically has been the foundation that has worked for me. I really don't have too many cons about this foundation. It was a good color. It matched my skin perfectly. It didn't make me feel oily or greasy, although I did have a lot of shine, but I would just, have the blotting tissue and I'd, touch it up throughout the day, and I'd also follow up with the foundation with a powder. So it wasn't just too oily. The only thing about this is that I just really think that MAC's foundation is a little bit too thick for me. And I'm trying to deal with my acne right now, so sometimes I really don't even wear foundation because I'm really trying to, get rid of these bumps. So I kind of just wanted to stop wearing MAC makeup because it's just, especially this one, it's just really thick, and I feel like it's really pore clogging. People have their own opinions. Makeup doesn't clog pores. I think that this one does. Okay, so today, what do you think of my foundation today? Give me your opinion. If you don't think it looks natural or it doesn't look right, let me know. Because this is the foundation I just paid $45 for. So I don't want to have it. I don't want to have it if you guys think that I look crazy. If it's not the right, color for me. And actually, I'm running out of time. It's about to be 10 minutes. So my next video will talk about the foundation that I just purchased, which is Prescriptive. So I'll be right back. Stay tuned for part 2.